Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn. We are building a lot of the new dirt area here. We're going up in floors to do things. I need to go in and remove stuff underneath this, but this is what I don't need to go in actually. We've removed on it. However, I had a problem here. And it's a weird problem. And I think it's to do with an update to the ladder mod. So if anyone is using the ladder mod, you need to make a small change to fix things. So I have paths here on top of the ladders. If I was to remove this path and remove this path, for instance, like that, now when I click on these things, it's too far away from the construction site. It didn't used to do that. The ladder used to connect sideways to another path, whereas it now won't do that for some reason. You have to put the paths in like this. Now the rest of my base was working because we have the tube-based stations, which is fine. So these were connecting all the floors together, not a problem. But Beavers were having to go to the tube to wherever to go to and come down again. Obviously this layer does not have tubes. So on each and every layer I have connected the path up to here. So I did try it as well. I went to so let me actually I can show it. Let's go to this floor here. Let me pause the game a moment. If I was to disconnect this path, and then the paths on top of the ladders, suddenly nothing is connected. And that's not how ladders used to work. So I don't know if it's an update that's just happened or an update that's happened ages ago and I've only just noticed it. But you now need to put paths on top of ladders to connect everything up. So bear that in mind if you use them and wondering why things are going weird. Anyway, we are building the layers here in the floors. They're actually coming in and doing all the things here. We're running low on dirt, which is fine. It's not really a problem. One other thing I noticed, and I've only literally just noticed it before I started recording, I left the clock on 24 hours. So our beavers, which are only working in builders' huts, have been working 24 hours. So I was wondering why sometimes I was seeing beavers asleep on the floor. I was like, what's going on here? That would be why. We could switch over our the rest of the stuff now to be bots because we have enough now to do that. That's it. And then I'm going to let them work. In fact, you know what? They're going to carry on working 24 hours for this cycle. Let's press 4 and go here. I have a mod that lets me actually do that. So I don't need to bring this menu up anymore. If you've ever seen this open, the development console here, it's because you can use the 4 and 5 keys to go 30 or 99 speed. But I don't need that now. I can go 4 just by default. I don't remember what it is that I have installed for that, but quality of life. I think it's quality of life mod. I think it is literally called QL. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to the end of this cycle with 24 hours. Then I'm going to drop down to 8 hours a day, so our beavers that work in the district centre can actually have a break because they deserve it. They've been working a very, very long time. A very, very long time indeed. We also need to get the rest of this dirt in here so that we can fix this mistake, which was made by a previous hedgehog that wasn't me. That was previous hedgehog. He does weird things. So I'm going to go to 8 hour days. So beavers only work 8 hours now. That's it. They work 8 hours. They work in the morning, and then they can stop at well, I suppose that's technically midday, really, because this is night time. Directly across would be midday. Yeah. So yeah. But our bots obviously will work all the time, which is fantastic. You're still digging away, doing the thing there. Awesome. So let's get to doing the rest of this, and then we can blow this up here and do things. I don't know how we do the floor above. Oops. We need to fill in stuff on this floor above here. I can put it in, but I think we're going to have to put in some ladders to get some supports around it to get things up there, but we'll get to that. Anything else we need to do? Well, I mean, what about grease? What about making our bots even more effective so that they can mine more dirt and do more things and be more happy? What about grease? What about if we try to work on that? So in our science here, we have a grease factory which takes canola oil and extract and makes grease. And grease is used to make bots feel better. They drink it or they probably oil themselves up with it. Grease Iron Bot Wrestling. Why did that go into my head? Oh dear. Anyway, a grease factory. We have canola. We have canola up here somewhere. Where do we have canola? here, don't we? We have lots of canola oil. Yes. So I think if we go down to here, let me click on a bot so I can actually zoom the camera into this level, and we will. Why are you stopped? Suspended due to access to... Oh, because you're not running. Yep. Okay. Let's put this in somewhere. I can put this in here. We already don't technically have enough power running here, but there's no reason why we couldn't put a couple in and then put another power on the end. So I might do that. Let's do 2 here. 1, and we'll flip it there. Then we'll do the same here. Flip there. Then we'll put power in. Let me slow down time. Having the time run at super speed is great, except when you're actually trying to do things, because it very much slows it down. Didn't even look at how much grease actually needs. 200. So that's another 400. So we'll have all these going on here. That'll be fine. Okay. And then I will put in a storage or 2. 1 here and 1 there. This is going to be for storing grease. Okay. And I'm going to set these both to supply. Because then what I'm going to do is go up to every floor and put in some grease storage. Oh, reset the camera. We don't need it on the top floor. So we'll go down here. And I could even use the smaller tanks. Or the medium tanks. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put the medium tanks in. We'll just do a medium tank like here. Then we'll do one over here. So let's get rid of that road there that isn't needed. And put a medium tank in over here. And then we'll come down and do the same here. So we'll put one. Actually, we'll flip them around. Do 1 here. We'll do 1 there. Then we'll go down another floor and we'll do 1 here, 1 there. And this one doesn't need it yet. Okay, cool. So now let's go back to the top, because I didn't actually set them to grease. That would probably help. And then the bots can get some grease in, which will increase their happiness level. I don't think bot happiness counts towards the beaver amount. I don't think this happiness level is, that's only beavers. So what's wrong with you? Can't get all materials, can't get all the planks. Why can't you get all the planks? Probably because I turned the plank builders off, didn't I? Yes, these are all disabled. Let's re-enable these guys and get things going. That probably means our bots are actually been dropping. Yes, our bots have probably been dropping in. Could we haven't had any bots? No. All the things that I'm getting wrong. All the things, because I was trying to save a bit here. I think it's probably not worth trying to save the, just so I can clear out stuff in here, but I think we'll be okay for this now. So right, okay. So what I could do as well is I could actually destroy this underneath here, because we don't need these underneath here. The supports are on the center here, so this would be fine. And that will give us some... No, we'll give us the planks because we capped it off, so it's not worth doing. We'll leave it. We'll leave it there. Okay. We've got plenty of trees. We're doing well. We have the tribute. We haven't got the other tributes yet as well. Let's look at that. Where can we put the other tributes? Let's see. So the Flame of Unity can go in here. So I can put 1 there and 1 there. That will cover the houses. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is cover the houses, realistically. I can't put 1 here because of the floor one. No. So let's build 2 of them. Let's do. Let's do it. Let's do 1. Do they have a rotation to them? I think they're no. Yes, unlock that. There. We don't need to put these on each and every floor. These, however, do want to go somewhere. So can I put these like in the center or something? Can we do that? Like put them here. So let's build a path along there and a path along there. Then maybe remove... You're in the wrong place. Or you're in the wrong place. I'm going to go with you're in the wrong place. So if I remove those 2 and those 2, and then we go into here and we put in our labour monuments facing outwards there. and there. We only need one technically to cover the buildings, but we'll do two because we'll do that there. And there we go. There's all the monuments in place. Woohoo! Okay, so that would be the monuments. We need the earth repopulator. That's fine. We need detailers, mud bath, motivatoriums. Forgot about those. I'd forgotten about those. They need power as well, don't they? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There. I could technically put one there and one there, but then I'd have to figure out the power. Which is fine because I'm about that. What do these need? These need 400, right? Yeah. And these need 200. So I need 2 engines to run them, or 1.5 engines to run them. 1 engine over here, or I could just put 1 in here because we've got 1 per floor, haven't we? I'm just thinking that the different. Or we could definitely get 1 in here. That wouldn't be a problem. We just have to go over there. That's not a problem. You don't have the. Oh, you do have the food. The food's over there. Okay, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's add all the happiness in. Let's put 1 there. Yes, we'll unlock that. And we'll put in a power behind you. We'll come down here. We'll put in... I mean, if I can get 2 in on some floor, that would be nice because we don't actually have enough from each place. So I think I can do that here. So we'll do... like... 1 there and 1 there. And get rid of this road in the center, which is gonna make the beavers a little bit. They have to walk around. That's fine. But you can sit there because you need 200 and 200, and you will produce 400. Boom. There we go. Awesome. Okay, motivatorium. This floor needs other stuff there because I can't get motivatoriums on the top floor. Well, this floor because I just don't have the space for them. I just don't have the space for them up here. So we'll move them down a bit. Beavers can commute from floor to floor. It's not like they're completely different in districts. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, let's wait for the dirt to finish here. We need to wait for more dirt to come in so we can build more along here. They're doing this rather slowly. We'll make some more... stuff in here. We are getting some grease in. Are we getting some grease in? Let's have a look. See here. What do you got? You are beavers. Be bots. Be bots. There we go. You can run even faster than if you're bots. That'd be even better. Beautiful. Okay. So that's fine. I might have to move the builders back to being just the beavers and have them work in maybe 12-hour days. Maybe work on 12 hours. Hey, 44 happiness, 45 happiness. Woohoo! That'd be because yay, the flame got built. Woohoo! When that one gets built, that's and this got built. Awesome. So that's obviously doing all of the 46. Happy beavers, happy beavers. But we will switch the beavers back to being builders. Because there aren't enough bots to run those. And then we'll go up to 12-hour days. We'll go up to 12-hour days tomorrow. 12-hour days tomorrow. I don't want to... increase their work day the day they started so they go home and come back again. Yeah, 12-hour days. We'll do 12-hour days. Okay. So, let's wait for stuff to be built and stuff to go along. 47 happiness, woohoo! And there can be much rejoicing. Ah, they went home for the day. Typical construction workers. We'll come back once the more dirt has been done and other bits and pieces are ready to go. We are back. We have no wood. What a surprise. Because we're already converting it all to planks, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay. So I will probably change this floor to be wood. I think we should do that. We should do that now. Let's do that now. Let's do that now. We are 52 happiness, which is beautiful. The ones we're kind of missing are the food types. Campfire, rooftop terraces. Rooftop terraces are going to be complicated to do because they need to be on top of buildings. I don't really have that many buildings to go on top of. We could put them on top of some of these and build ladders up outside. I suppose that wouldn't really be bad. I stopped there because as I was talking, I was like, there's a space here. Maybe we could put them here as well. They don't actually have to be on rooftops. They could literally be like that, and we could put them up there. That's doable. We do have other bits and pieces around that could go. Might put them on top of the houses. That might make sense. But let's first of all do the cassava to kohlrabi conversion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the crop things. I'm going to pause the game. Oop. And I'm going to do this. So, and then we're going to do this, that, and we'll let them chop down the core the crop there. I'm going to pause these farmhouses, so that's fine. I'm then going to do the same for this here. We are going to just stop planting any crops up here. Zoop. They are going to complain about they have nothing to do, because that happens. Even though there's loads of crops to harvest, because they've got no planting, they complain because there's nothing to do. But we'll ignore that. We'll do this here. We'll change this to kohlrabi. We'll change this to be trees here, so this won't be too difficult to do. We could put a tree there, and that should be able to cover, well, maybe one over here as well, but we'll yeah, that'd be fun. This is kind of stalled because I can't get up here. You can see they're built around these bits here, but I can't get up here. What I need to do is put in an entire row of platforms, essentially on the lower floor, so they can reach up and get to all of those up there, which is, well, not the entire floor, it just needs to be inside here. Oh, I've also missed a few bits here and there. See? Boop, there you go. I can't do the ones in there. There's little bits on the sides which you can't do. 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is fine. That's expected. So yeah. Okay. So we can do that there. You've got these here. I did also remember to add these two in here. I forgot them, so not 100% of the beavers had the bonuses for the bust and the brazier. So to that, the grease is working, but the grease has had a positive and negative effect. It has obviously increased our robots to speed them up, but because it's sped them up, now we're building more robots because the robots are faster. They're 170% faster on their speed. If I click on this guy here, is 170% work speed, which means we're now getting 70% more robots in than we had before. So now we have robots spare, and because we have robots spare, we're using more grease. So now the grease, these two, well, they didn't fill up, but they were a lot full on this. They were at least halfway full. They're now emptying. So yeah, so I might need more grease. So let's do that now before. It doesn't really matter if we didn't have the grease, if I'm honest. You know what? We'll do this. We'll do that. And there's nowhere to get to this area here. That's fine. That does not matter. It's got a 3 gap here. We could put these two back here. We can move this round and then have another power supply down here. But yes, this all slows down. It goes down to like 75%, 78%. If we're using the all the smelters at the same time, as well as this as well. But this goes into power save mode. I think it drops down to like 60% anyway, but I don't really mind. If I'm entirely honest, I don't actually really mind that it's a bit slower. It's not a terrible thing. We could make it faster. We could change some things and make it, but I'm not bothered about it. I'm really not too worried about it. The smelters will slow down eventually, because although we are using a lot of metal now, so, but yeah, I think we're okay. Let's come down here. Let's add some rooftop terraces down here, shall we? Let's do that. Let's do where are the rooftop here. So we can put like one here. I can't put one here because I can't get up to that, I don't think. No. Also put them on top of here, for instance, you know, they could live on top of these ones quite happily. Might do that. I might put some. I was going to put them on top of the roofs here, but I can't put them that side because of the design we have here. We would like to have 4 on each one, so let's put the 4 here, like this, and then we will put ourselves a ladder in this way and that way, and then we just run a path like this. So that's that floor's. That's got 4. Don't need it on the top floor. Let's go down a floor. I need to reset the camera. So to this one, and this is the one where I was thinking, well, we'll put it on top. Put it on top, which is fine. I don't think I've got anything opposite these. No. So what I'll do is I'll grab the rooftop terraces here, and we'll just go up on the floor. Then up here. So I could do 1, 2, 3, and 4, then do a ladder, which in fact could come up in the center up against the building. Needs to come up by 2, doesn't it? Not 3. Same here. And then we can run a path along like that and connect it there because we need to do the connections now. Okay, then we go down the floor and do the same again. And we just put the rooftop terraces in at each and every floor, and then in the center we just do a double ladder like that. So nice and easy. There we go, all put in. Some are unconnected because they need to put the ladders yet, but that's fine. That should be fine. So they got 4 on each floor. Nice, 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 nice. Now here we need to do things, but I can't do these platforms because we need wood for it. So yeah, but that's okay. We can get this done. You will eventually chop down everything here. That's fine, and then we will convert this to wood, and everything will be awesome and wonderful. How would the foresters go? So put a forester there. You'd actually reach all the way along to there. So I need to flip your door around and put you there. Oh no, you actually oh no. I can't tell because I can't put it in yet, but I think I'm gonna need like a forester here, and a forester here, but then I need one here as well, so not too sure how I'm gonna do the foresters. I might do like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I know these 2 will have more to do, but then these 2 can cover the areas there. So yeah, we'll just put 4 foresters in and then replace these with the woodcutters on the corners instead, and then replace the kohlrabi here with wood storage. So we have additional wood storage going on there, and then that would just mean we'd have to go to wherever we did our food, which is here, and add another one in for kohlrabi. Doesn't matter. Yeah, nice and easy. 53 because the rooftop terraces. Woo! Okay. We then have the last thing we really need for this bit here. Well, we need to do the detailers and the mud baths. Detailers are easy. Detailers can go in sort of. There's places we can just put them in. You know, loads of little places for that. That's not a problem there. We need the campfires. The campfires are kind of awkward because they need a bit of space. Like I'll put one here, and that's it. I can't put anywhere else because we don't have space. They can't go on top of things. They must go on the floor. So I don't really know. There's plenty of log storage here already, actually. So don't really know where to put them. One go here. I could potentially go here. I could. 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 charging points up here. We could change this up and put them in here. 1, 2, and 3, and then have the road come here. So we get 2 in here. But the campfires are definitely ones I'm going to have to be squeezing in here, there, and everywhere. Or we need to just do a floor of just campfires. Just go, here's the campfire floor, yay! Which we could potentially do down here because we don't need any more We need food and a little bit of protein for it, but then that's it. So could make a campfire floor. That absolutely wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so everyone's getting enough things. Roof. Oh, did I? Yeah, the roof's fine. Monument to find. The roof player is fine. Detailer, mud bath. So it's detailer, mud bath, campfire, food. So we're close. We're very, very close indeed. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is leave this one here. We're going to wait for this to clear out and then this to clear out. I could send the beavers in to clear them, I know, but there's no rush. There's no rush. So we'll take the time with them and then we can carry on and everything can be awesome and wonderful. Did I see rooftop? Yes, 100% awesome. Roof is not. I need to double check the roof thing very, very quickly. Did I forget what? A roof somewhere? I did. I forgot the roofs over here. I forgot the roofs over here. That's okay, we can fix that now. Bop, bop. And then decoration. Bop, bop. There you go. That's why the roofs aren't happy, because the beavers living in those ones don't have the roofs, so that's fine. Okay. So wait for that to happen. We'll do that. That'll be fine. We'll get this going on this, and we'll move kohlrabi down here, and then we will put trees around here. So this is the wood pressing plant, so that's fine. And then we can finally move on to the floor below, and then the floor below that. We've got 2 floors to go. I've got one floor, which I know we have some food and bits and pieces, and then another floor below, which will be coffee. So yeah, we are going to need more bots though. We went up to 20, 21, 20, so it's not. You have metal blocks. You have metal. You have that. That's fine. Are metal blocks doing okay? Is that? Yeah, metal blocks doing fine. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think it's just a case of waiting for it to happen. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.